Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool 0. We lose a game at Anfield. They win their first game at Anfield in 55 years. Completely unacceptable. While I can't accept this loss, I know I just said it's unacceptable. The performance is unacceptable. But us losing, while I can accept this loss, it's going to be interesting to see how Arne Slot bounces back. Not too long ago, this guy was giving tactical lessons to other managers, calling out other managers' tactics and what they do and how they play. Nuno played the exact same way, in my opinion. Maybe a few minor tweaks, but the basic premise of his tactics and the game plan against Liverpool was the exact same way last season when Darwin Núñez scored that winner at the City ground. This game and that game, there was no difference in the base plan of what they were doing. Defend well, stay compact, stay tight, wind us up, be extremely physical, and hit us on a counterattack. The basis and the premise of it stays the same. So if we can make fun of Ten Hag and call out his tactics, and why can't we do the same for Nuno? How come we weren't prepared for Nuno? And this is what I'm talking about. I can accept this loss. I'm going to let this one slide, even though I'm extremely frustrated and angry because this loss was entirely preventable. And I'm not trying to blame international breaks, but boy, do I hate those international breaks. And not for the reason you might think. Not because I'm going to make an excuse for the team and I'll be like, it ruined the momentum. It's because these players do not know how to act when they come back from international break. Touch heavy. Moving slow, moving tired. Heavy touches. Not knowing the system. Rushing passes. Decision making terrible. Running into players, consistently fouling, misplaced passes, rushing the final third. When just two weeks ago, first 3 weeks of the Premier, it was completely different. Passing through the line, sharp passing, excellent decision making in the final third. 2 weeks passed, and then all of a sudden, y'all just forgot all the things we've been working on for the past 3 weeks. And this is why international break it needs to be revamped. It needs to go. I cannot stand international breaks. It needs to go. We need to get rid of it. It needs to be revamped. Y'all need to push that shit to the end of the season. Y'all need to do something. Take out Nations League. Take out friendlies. If you ain't playing a Euro qualifier, a World Cup qualifier, I don't want to see a game of international break. And stop putting it in the beginning of the season. We just had Euros and Olympics and Copa America months ago. We want to watch club football. Stop putting these useless Nations League games. Scrap that shit. Scrap it. Destroy that competition. Disband it. I'm so sick and tired of the same thing over and over again. Why you have to continuously add Nations League to this? Because these players obviously can't balance it out. Because they're acting stupid. This is something y'all supposed to have when you're not playing good. Maybe you can't do that Hollywood pass that you always do, but you always have a solid pass, or you always have a solid first touch. Jota, like his touch, awful. It's like that thing was bouncing off his foot. It's like when you pass the ball to Jota, it was like you're passing to a wall. It came right back off him and back to you. Soboslai, his close control is nearly non-existent. You need to work on that, bro. You need to work on that. And I love these players. The reason why I'm getting on their case and getting on them like that, you're not that stupid. You're not that retarded. We've been working on a system in preseason and in the first 3 weeks of the season. It seemed like y'all were getting it down. You guys were making the right decisions in the final third. International break, y'all just forget all of that hard work that we did. It's not like the lineup changed, or it's been the same lineup pretty much for the first 3 games. Bar Kwanzaa in the first game. And you only played 1 half. So you have 2.5 games of football where it seemed like you guys were getting the memo on what needed to be done. All of a sudden, y'all go on an international break. Y'all forget what happens. I'm going to continue to call for this. They need to get rid of that Nations League now. We should be protesting that. As well as that new Champions League format as well. As well as that new Club World Cup format. Players touch heavy, misplacing passes. Weak in possession. Unnecessary fouls. Complaining to the referees. The body language is off. Completely off. I don't want to see that. We need to get onto this attitude of this team. The body language, it's not bad. I'm not saying like we're fighting in the dressing room, we have a terrible attitude. When it comes to the referee and they make an annoying call or something, under any circumstances should I see this team complaining? Don't huff and puff. Don't put your arms up. Don't do none of that. Get back, shut the fuck up, and continue to play. The body language is just awful. What are you huffing and puffing for? Huff and puff because you can't complete a pass. Huff and puff because when you take a touch, it bounces off you. Huff and puff because you're making unnecessary fouls. Huff and puff because you're forgetting the tactics when you go away for 2 weeks. Huff and puff about that. Why don't y'all huff and puff and puff out y'all chest for that and complain about that instead of what the referee got going on? How about we huff and puff about that? How about we hold ourselves and each other accountable? And for the fans, how about we huff and puff about us on the pitch? Y'all huffing and puffing about the transfer window. I don't care what happens in the transfer window. Obviously, you guys are huffing and puffing about the same thing that's been happening for the past 3 or 4 years. This fan base doesn't have the balls to step up to FSG. So stop complaining. FSG have done the same thing for 3 to 4 years. They have left us short for 3 to 4 years, and yet you guys continue to complain. Obviously, nothing's gonna change. So what do we need to do with the players that we do buy and with the resources we do have? We have a new training system. We have footage. These athletes have access to some of the best doctors in the world. So what do we need to do? We need to rotate. We need to come up with different plans. And we need to make and do more with less. Don't wrap it back to the transfer window. We know that they're garbage in the transfer window. We know that. We know what is the point of complaining about the same thing over and over again? Please tell me. Please enlighten me. Y'all love wrapping it back to the transfer window. Y'all love that. Y'all love blaming FSG. FSG ain't responsible for Dominic Soboslai's performance in that game, Jota's performance in that game, Salah's performance in that game, Tsimikas, Robertson, Trent, Slot not preparing for the game properly and failing us in that department. This is on everybody. This is on the players, the managers, and the staff because they failed to prepare us for this game. And you're gonna say, E-Man, well, it's just the players, it's the player, Because if it's the whole team, I get it if it was just Soboslai out there playing like absolute dog shit, or it was just Salah, or it was just Jota, or it was just Diaz, or it was just McAllister, or it was just Gravenberg, or it was just whoever, or it was just one player. It was most of the team. So when it's most of the team, something didn't get through to the team on what they needed to do. Something wasn't clearly communicated. We make fun of Man United. We make fun of all these teams, yet we do the same thing. I expect better. I expect better. Completely unacceptable to be unprepared and to play like that at Anfield. I would have been a little bit more like, yeah, you know what? It was away from home. The fans were a bit hostile. I get it. At home, at Anfield, at Big Fortress Anfield. We knew exactly how Nottingham Forest was going to play. We had evidence of last season at the City Ground. Evidence in last performances against Nottingham Forest in previous games. Evidence of their first 3 games of the season. And I knew exactly what he was going to do. What did Nuno do? He brought on Alenga, Adoy. And that changed the whole game for them. They went from having no threat up top. They went from having no threat up top to all of a sudden getting past players. Gakpo, he needs to foul in that situation. I don't know, but if you look at the buildup of Nottingham Forest's goal, you saw how that winger whoever breezed past, I think it was a midfielder in Gakpo. One of you guys need to be fouling that, guys, because he gets past them, he gets in space, he plays the ball. Then we're going to focus in on Connor Bradley. You cannot be getting cut inside like that. No. Unacceptable. No. No. You cannot be getting cut in like that. No. Show him outside. Make him cross it. Don't let him cut in and shoot. Please, no. Shut that down. And then don't even get me started. How toothless we were in attack, the decision making, rushing it. I can accept this loss because it happens. Teams are going to get the best of us this season. There's going to be times on the slot where we're going to be frustrated. As you can clearly see by this video, I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I'm not happy because this is not acceptable. But what I would not accept is later on in the future, if we continue to have these same issues, if we continue to struggle against low blocks, if we do lose like this, it better be once in a blue moon or when pigs start flying. Because if this continuously happens like under Klopp, where teams could just come here, put in a decent performance, and just defend and hit on the counterattack and get the win, if that's all it takes to beat Liverpool, that's when it becomes an issue. Because that's not what it should take to beat Liverpool. You need to score like a hat trick. Some player better be playing like Lionel Messi to beat Liverpool. Because that's the standard we hold at this club. At Anfield, let alone at Anfield. You're telling me it's that easy to come to Anfield and shut us down like that? No. Let this be the last loss that we have at Anfield this season. And I mean that. Let this be the last loss that we have at Anfield. It better be a draw. It better be a close win. Oh, but we ain't gonna lose at Anfield again. Oh, no. Because it cannot be this easy for teams to come here to Anfield and do that. No. There's a reason why they haven't won in 55 years, and that should have continued. It's way too easy to play against Liverpool. That's all I have to say. Don't let this happen again. You cannot stall on this result, dull on this, and continue to sit on this result. We need to move on, and we need to improve from here on out. Here on out, I better see 3 points, 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 because there's going to be a run. I don't know, November, December-ish, October-ish. I don't know when it happens, where we have Leverkusen, Leipzig, Chelsea, Man City, Aston Villa, Real Madrid. So we better start picking up the points now, because it's only going to get more difficult from here on out, and it's only going to be a lot more games to play. A lot more games to play. So that's my thoughts and opinions. I vented, I ranted, I got it out in this game. This game reaction. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace.